I was honestly concerned that he might lie about the nature of our meeting, and so I thought it really important to document. The administration then chose to defame me and, more importantly, the FBI. And look, I've seen the tweet about tapes. Lordy, I hope there are tapes. It never occurred to me till the president's tweet. I'm not being facetious. I hope there are, and I'll consent to the release of both. There should be no fuzz on this whatsoever. The Russians interfered in our election during the 2016 cycle. I took it as a direction. Right. I mean, this is the President of the United States, with me alone, saying, I hope this. I took it as this is what he wants me to do.
All eyes today on fired FBI Director James Comey, waiting to see what bombshells he might drop on Donald Trump. But as quick as Comey was to make accusations, the president's team was just as fast denying them.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please be seated.
As the world watched, Comey took the oath before testifying at the Senate Intelligence Committee. Comey was the man in charge of investigating any possible links between the Trump team and Russia, both before and after the election. The president last month abruptly fired Comey, who testified today the administration was out to get him and the FBI. The former director was blunt about his distrust of the president, and if there are any tapes of their private conversations, Comey says he wants them released.
I was honestly concerned that he might lie about the nature of our meeting, and so I thought it really important to document. That combination of things I'd never experienced before, but it led me to believe I got to write it down, and I got to write it down in a very detailed way. The administration then chose to defame me and, more importantly, the FBI, by saying that the organization was in disarray, that it was poorly led, that the workforce had lost confidence in its leader. I've seen the tweet about tapes. Lordy, I hope there are tapes. It never occurred to me till the president's tweet. I'm not being facetious. I hope there are, and I'll consent to the release of.
So both of you are in the same findings here. You both hope there's tapes and recordings.
Well, all I can do is hope. The president surely knows whether he taped me, and if he did, my feelings aren't hurt. Release all the tapes. I'm good with it.
Besides his clear distrust of the president, Comey spent a good part of the day on the Russia issue and his claims he was fired for not dropping the investigation into the former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. He's the man many claim is the main link between the Trump administration and Moscow. Comey again was crystal clear. Russia meddled in the U.S. election.
I took it as a direction. Right. I mean, this is the President of the United States, with me alone, saying, I hope this. I took it as this is what he wants me to do. Now, I didn't obey that, but that's the way I took it. There's no doubt that it's a fair judgment. It's my judgment that I was fired because of the Russia investigation. I was fired in some way to change, or the endeavor was to change the way the Russia investigation was being conducted. There should be no fuzz on this whatsoever. The Russians interfered in our election during the 2016 cycle. They did it with purpose. They did it with sophistication. They did it with overwhelming technical efforts. And it was an active measures campaign driven from the top of that government. There is no fuzz on that.
Well, in the face of that withering testimony on Capitol Hill, Team Trump wasted no time firing back. Here's Faiza Amin with that.
Well, Janella, he didn't take to Twitter, but the president sent his lawyer to pretty much refute everything Comey had said to the committee. That includes a contention Comey was fired for not dropping the inquiry into Michael Flynn and his alleged links to Russia.
The president never, in form or substance, directed or suggested that Mr. Comey stop investigating anyone, including the president never suggested that Mr. Comey, quote, let Flynn go, close quote. As the president publicly stated the next day, he did say to Mr. Comey, quote, General Flynn is a good guy. He has been through a lot, close quote.
Trump's lawyer also insists the president never said to Comey he expected his loyalty, a veiled threat to Comey keeping his job. President Trump did have a public appearance today before a conservative conference, but avoided all talk of Comey's testimony.
And as you know, we're under siege. You understand that. But we will come out bigger and better and stronger than ever. You watch.